Alright guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the thumbnail and the title, today was a 1.5 risk reward trade. Okay, so I had the first loss and then the second trade was able to cover up for the first loss. But as you can see on those weekly P&L, we're already down $13 today. Like I said, this is one of the worst weeks I've had, to be honest. Throughout since this year started, this has been like one of the worst weeks I've had. This is the worst weeks I've had, the past 2 weeks I've had. Well, but it is what it is. Like I said, at least we're coming back up now. All we need to do is just to cover up for this $16 loss, and then we'll be back at break even to where we started. Alright, so I know it just started, but you know we're still gonna get there. Alright, so what I was saying was, or what I want to do is show you guys the trades I took today. Basically gonna be a quick recap of all the trades, or the 2 trades I took today. Alright, so let's play back right here. So as you can see here, this is 9:25. We have 5 minutes to market open. I drew out this level here and also, this level here, trying to see if price can break above. I take my buy. If price can break below, I take my sell trade right there. So let's see what happens after. Notice how, wait, hold on. Alright, notice how at market open we ended up having this huge push to the upside. Notice how I escaped from this loss, because like I always say, if you have a huge candle retracement like this, I never go for the body, because there was obviously a huge retracement here. There was obviously like a huge retracement, so I can't not go for the body. Instead, I would have been faked out right there. So what I decided to do was pick out this level here and also pick out this level here. So I ended up taking the sell trade here, which you guys can see. I ended up getting faked out, but it's all good. We've lost the first trade. Now I have one more trade to take. Now let's see what happens. Oh, I think I over fast forwarded. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see here, the second trade, price broke out of this level, ended up taking my buy right there. Stop loss 25 points. I always use 25 points when I'm trading NASDAQ. Stop loss 25 points, and then I use my fib settings. Well, I think I'll just show you guys the screen recorded version of the trade I took. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm taking my buy trade as soon as price breaks above this level here. Taking my buy trade right there, put my stop loss to 25 points, obviously. And now you guys should pay attention to the new fib settings I'm using. I already explained it on Wednesday, but you guys should just understand it more, okay? So at this point, price, I haven't touched my stop loss. Why? Because price hasn't gone to a 1 to 1.5. Notice how my stop loss is still where it is. No target has been hit. We're still roaming around the 1 to 1.5. And now target 1 just hit. I didn't still touch my stop loss. I'm waiting for price to hit the target 1.5. Notice how when it 1 to 1.5 got hit, I put my stop loss to break even. Okay, so at that point I'm like, alright, let's see if 1 to 2 gets hit. Obviously I put my stop loss to a 1 to 1. So right there, 1 to 2 gets hit, put my stop loss at the 1 to 1. It is the reason why I extended it a little, but because so that I can just like gain like $10 out of all of this trade in case I have a huge retracement. And at this point, I just wanted to go crazy because I was seeing the volume coming into the market. And why did I say I saw the volume coming into the market? That was because as soon as we passed this candle wick right here, notice how when price came into this candle wick, initially at market open, we had this huge rejection. So obviously when I'm seeing price starting to go above, I took a buy trade obviously. Now I'm seeing price go above this candle wick right here. So obviously I'm like, alright, for us to break above here, that means we want to keep pushing to the upside. And that was exactly what I did. So 1 to 2 risk reward, where were we? Yeah, 1 to 2 risk reward got hit. Put my stop loss to a 1 to 1. Try and see if we can get like $10 out of this trade. And then I ended up extending my take profit because I'm trying to see if I can actually like keep trailing this stop loss till we hit. Like, I think that was like a 1 to 7 or 1 to 5, I guess. So I'm waiting for price to hit a 1 to 2.5. If 1 to 2.5 gets hit, I'm going to trade my stop loss to a 1 to 1.5. You guys already seen it. That's the new Fibonacci settings I use. So I'm waiting. Alright, so 1 to 2.5 got hit. Notice how I put my stop loss to a 1 to 1.5. Now I'm seeing price go to a 1 to 3. So obviously I'm going to put my stop loss to a 1 to 2. But I don't know if you guys get it. So I'm trying to see, alright, let's see if we can keep trading our stop loss, trying to see what we can do. And then I'm now trying to extend it so that we can use a new Fibonacci. So I'm always keeping like one target ahead because if price are on this corner, I cannot put my stop loss right here. I need to leave space in case we have any room for retracement. Alright, so just trying to see if we can still go for that, but I ended up getting stopped out right there. So this trade was a 1 to 2.5. This was a 1 to 2.5 trade. As you can see right there, we have a 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2, and a 1 to 2.5. Obviously it would have been a 1 to 3 risk reward, but it's all good. It's really all good. At least I just showed you guys, you know, if you want to like have extra, like you want to go for like 1 to 5, 1 to 6, you can always use the settings. So it's always leave like a 1 to 1.5, always leave like 1 to 1.5 at each. So if your stop loss is a 1 to 1.5, that means price is already at a 1 to 2.5. If price gets to 1 to 3 and you want to keep holding, put your stop loss to 1 to if price goes to 1 to 3, put your stop loss to 1 to 2.5. Oh, sorry, 1 to 2, sorry. If price is at a 1 to 2.5, put your stop loss to 1 to 1.5. I don't know, it sounds complicated because I'm saying it, but the more you guys use it, then you guys will understand. So yeah, I know this week was still bad, but still, you know, I was able to cover for some losses that happened yesterday, and not really cover for all the losses this week, but still we just have to cover for this 16 for us to be back up at break even where we started. So I know, yeah, we've had a rough week, you know, but it is what it is. We just have to continue trading, and let's just hope that this remaining 2 weeks actually does way good for us. Well, if you guys are not looking for the journal I use Short Insights. It's actually a free version of TradeZeller, basically almost the same as TradeZeller. They also have a new backtesting, you know, this is not sponsored by the way. They also have a new backtesting, what should I call it? They also have they also now do backtesting, basically. That's all I wanted to say. And yeah, so this is the dashboard. Yeah, so this is a free dashboard which you can see, free trading journal. You can enter your sessions, which you can see right here. I think this is for backtesting, right? Okay, then the journal. Okay, they have journal backtesting and then resources. So you can see your journal, you can add your trades, you can do see your daily journals, you know, see your daily journals, you can see all your trades, then your reports, and you can also see your account balance, which is literally the same as mine. So as you can see, the account balance now is 183.68. If I check mine, you're gonna see it's literally gonna be the same, 183.63. Yeah, 183.63. So all the trades I just uploaded here, and then it shows me all my stats. Yeah, so as you can see, we started from $200, price dropped all the way to 9. We had the $9. We had a 9% drawdown. We came back up to 7%. Then we came all the way down to 11%. That was on Friday. Came a little bit up 6% in drawdown. Went back up all the way down to 19% drawdown. But today we're able to take it a little bit up, and we're still at minus 8.19 drawdown. So I know, yeah, it sounds looking bad, but you know, we're not done trading. This is not the end of it, okay? But yeah, that'll be basically it for today, and I'll see you guys next time, next week. Peace.